Louder.
What's up guys, John here and welcome to episode 9 of Royale. This episode is the battle of the demonic regenerative killers, Uncle Dolan Duck versus Demon God Dumplin. Okay, part of this episode was animated by Snow Slash. Most of the episode was animated by Snow Slash. It was edited by me and the end scene was made by me. So make sure to check out Snow Slash's channel. I'll give a link in the description. With all that being said, let's introduce Royale's 9th round of fighters. Dolan Duck is a duck from Ducksburg and is yet again another character I don't get paid to tell his backstory. Dolan is an incredibly deadly duck and is a master in the art of killing. He even beat his universe's version of Hitler in a killing contest. Gooby also participates in this contest, but let's be real, nobody really cares about Gooby. The things that make Dolan such a great killer are his immense strength, his tactical genius, his immortality, and his regeneration. Dolan has the strength to one-shot Malio who can tank galaxy-busting attacks. This easily puts him at multi-galaxy levels of power. Dolan has also been cursed by Gad to never die. He's literally impossible to kill, and don't think you can do enough damage to cripple him for life because there's a healing factor unrivaled in his universe. He easily recover from flesh wounds, broken bones, and even grow back lost body parts. Dolan has created 2 deadly diseases, Dolan AIDS and Dolan Cancer. No one has ever survived more than 3 days of these diseases. Dolan may sound unstoppable, but he does actually have his flaws. He is severely lacking range game, he's also not exactly known for being fast. And although he can't be killed, he's permanently disposed of if he's put in a place he can never return from. Still, it's going to be hard to do that to someone this strong and this powerful. Blah 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 backstory, now on all the good stuff. Dumplin is a magician and possesses magic and regenerative abilities. He can also fly and fight at speeds massively faster than light. He can manipulate energy and even use some cryokinesis. Dumplin has many techniques from Vegeta's Final Flash to the rapid meteor crash, the Kaioken, Boo's chocolate beam, and even the Kamehameha. These attacks are strong enough to destroy planets of ease. Dumplin, though he hasn't been fighting for an overly long time, which is actually pretty bad since he's been alive for over 78 trillion years, since he even existed before the dawn of time and even confirmed himself to be the Emperor of the Kus. Still has some pretty impressive victories. He's defeated Demon God Demigra, saving time and claiming the Demon God title for himself. And he's even beaten Beerus and Whis both at once. Sure, Trunks was helping him, but this Trunks couldn't even go Super Saiyan 2, let alone Super Saiyan Rage. It's a completely different Trunks than the one in Dragon Ball Super, and he's almost always getting taken down pretty quickly to start the fight anyway. But getting back on topic, beating Beerus and Whis at once easily puts him over universal power and massively faster than light speed. But Dumplin does have his flaws. His keen stamina are limited, he isn't very bright, and he hasn't fought for over 99.99% of his 78 trillion years of being alive. But he is still incredibly tough, and if you end up fighting Dumplin, then prepare to get dumped. Now let's get ready for the fight. This fight will take place on Earth, and it will have no prep time. No characters will have any prep time. They'll be put up in a random situation and forced to fight. Because we're assholes and that's what we do. So let the battle begin. And thus Dolan has been dumped by the dump truck. Before I explain why, I want to give a shout out to Snow Slash and Danny T for both animating this fight. I know said in the intro it was me that animated it, but that was a mistake because I was supposed to be animating it, but then Danny did the same for me. So make sure you check out both their channels. So now getting on to why Dumplin wins. I'm guessing there are many triggered Dolan fans who believe their duck glitch should have won, but please hear me out and explain why it's very unlikely to happen. First of all, Dumplin's magic biology cancels out basically all of Dolan's entire arsenal. He can regenerate from any blunt force Dolan has to throw at him, as well as all his sharp weapons, and Dolan's two diseases are nullified as well, as magians don't have internal organs. Therefore, there's really nothing there to infect them. And even if they could infect Dolan, it's going to be a hell of a time before they actually kill him. Like, years, pretty much. If Gooby could survive 3 days of them, how do you expect it to kill Dumplin very quickly? This is the guy who can tank attacks from gods like Beerus and Demigra, putting him at universal durability at his least. Dumplin also has an advantage in all physical stats. He's far stronger, seeing as he can beat universal beings, while Dolan's best victory was against a galaxy level Malian. He's faster, seeing as he can go massively faster than light. Also, he tanks far worse attacks and can regenerate faster thanks to his magic biology. Let's not forget Dolan lacks any really ranged attacks, meaning Dumplin can keep him at a distance, safe from harm. And even without ranged attacks, Dumplin still has far more physical techniques to throw at Dolan than vice versa now. Dolan has mortality and advantages in intelligence and experience, but will trouble Dumplin at first. But really, Dolan can't come back from being turned into chocolate and being eaten. He wouldn't have had physical body anymore, and he wouldn't be able to regenerate from being chewed up chocolate. There are more reasons why Dumplin wins this battle than Dolan, so the winner is Demon God Dumplin. Now, if you want to see a war between the Dolan gang and Team Dragon Ball Z Abridged, then like this video. If we get a whole 150 likes, we'll do the war. We're setting it really high because we really don't want to do the war. But if you guys want to see the war, then we'll do it for you guys. And considering I have almost 300 subscribers now, and if a lot of people, my fans, want that, then we'll actually be able to do it. And stay tuned, because the next fighters are going to be revealed. Finally, it's the war you've all been waiting for. Cringer Studios vs Cartoon Fight Club. The rosters will include Dirt, Ethan the Green Jester, Snow Slash the Hedgehog, Plaus Alcatraz, the MLG Avocado, Armando 9000, MLG Puke Swag, Cool the Penguin, Charmander, Flame the Hedgehog, and your mystery fighter is